Good day, and I love you. Welcome to the Daily Dose, your daily dose of well-being for Monday, July 30th, 2018. I'm Heather Peterson, Lockhart, and I'm the Chieftess. I'm a well-being coach. As it's Monday, I'm going to start us off with a toning. This is a throat chakra Tibetan bowl. We're going to kick off our Monday with 3 big cleansing breaths. You want to breathe in through your nose, pause, out through your mouth, pause, 3 times. Ready? And it goes a little something like this. Hit it. Inhale. Inhale. Isn't that nice? How's everybody doing this fine Monday? I know lots of us, including myself, have been in flux during this lovely eclipse season, and I've been spending much of our time focusing on taking a look at our behavior and old patterns so that we can release and regroup, right? Today, I'm going to switch gears. This week, we're going to focus on back to basics nutrition to balance our biology. Because, you see, we are riding in this beautiful physical vessel. And so when we settle down and balance our physical body, our emotional body feels more balanced. And then we can, do better, feel better in any given day. So, one of the key lessons that I teach when I first start working with someone in nutrition is to feed the fire. We have a beautiful system inside us called our metabolism. This is the system that meets and greets your food, that takes your food and breaks down your food and digests your food, and then takes the nutrients from your food and assimilates them, uses them and distributes them, different systems in your body, and gives you the fuel. And food is fuel. So when we're creating a fire, when we're building a fire, you start it with some little things so it can catch fire, and then as it's just catching fire, if you've ever built a fire, you're real careful. I'm having the most challenging time talking today. We're just gonna roll with it. Just bear with me and give me love, and it'll straighten out. So when you're first building a fire, you're really protective of the fire. You're shielding it, and you're putting little things in there so it'll catch fire, and you're blowing on it and fanning it, and you're giving it oxygen. You're feeding it so it can grow, right? And as it grows, it continues to burn more wood or whatever it is you're burning. Well, our bodies are the same. We want to fuel our bodies at regular intervals, teaching them to burn the nutrients, to use the nutrients, to digest the nutrients before we burn them. I'm getting ahead of myself. We want to teach your body to use what's coming in it and to break it down and to distribute it as effectively and efficiently as possible. I find it interesting that sumo wrestlers, the great big guys, they sit down to one huge meal in a day. Now, what happens when the sumo wrestler sits down and eats one great big meal in that day? Think about this. This is a beautiful illustration to give you the flip side of feeding the fire. The sumo wrestler sits down, eats this one big meal a day, and that big body says, oh crap, he only feeds me once a day. This is it. This is all I'm getting. Sound the alarms, hold on to everything, shut down digestion and assimilation. Right? And that's exactly what happens. It's called a catabolic state. The body shuts down and the body stores everything out of fear that it's not going to get the proper fuel and food it needs. So it saves everything as fat, which is exactly the opposite of what we want to be fueling our body and have instant access to those nutrients, which translates into energy and a good mood and our well-being. Isn't it great how that word always fits in there, right? Your well-being. Just makes you feel well. So we want to eat every 2.5 to 3 hours, and we want to teach the body to use this constant influx of calories, of macronutrients, of nutrients. We want to teach the body to take the food and to say, oh, I've got some more food. Okay, let's break it down. Let's distribute it. Let's get it where it needs to go, because he or she feeds me again in no time. Let's get to work, get to work, get to work. That's effectively boosting our metabolism. That is giving more life and efficacy to one of the most primary systems in our body. So, I had something else to tell you there, and it just slipped my mind, but I felt like it was really important. I'm way too real a person to like completely script my stuff. I guess if it's important, it'll come back to me. So when we're first starting to decide to fuel our metabolism more efficiently, to stoke the fire, you really want to stoke the fire. This is the number one way to increase your energy and to start changing your physical body, whether that's feeling better, losing weight, increasing flexibility, boosting energy, or all of the above, if you know what I mean, right? So you want to start eating every 2.5 to 3 hours. A really good off the top is go for 3 meals with 2 snacks, okay? Now, for most people, when I first start working with them and I give them a nutrition plan, they're like, oh my gosh, that's so much food. How do you expect me to eat that much food? And what I say to them is, it's the interval over the volume first. So as you are deciding to eat 3 meals and 2 snacks a day, and you're like, there's no way I can consume all that food, go for the intervals, which you would usually eat in maybe 2 meals a day. Start breaking that down. If you eat 1 meal a day, break that 1 meal into 3 different meals, okay? Break it into 3 different meals and make yourself eat that one big meal in those 3 times. Space it over the day. If you usually eat 2, go to 5. 3 meals, 2 snacks. Now, you don't have to take that exact literal meal and break it into 5 parts. But what you could do is take that big meal and you could journal it in one of these apps that's available today. I sound like an old lady. That's available today that they didn't have when I was doing this when I was this big. Anyway, and you can find out how many calories that is, how many grams of protein, how many grams of carbohydrates, and how many grams of fat. And you can start breaking that down into the 3 meals and the 2 snacks. All right? Now we're going for the intervals. So if you can't consume the volume of food that you need, you can start having a few bites at the proper times. And what this teaches the body is it introduces this whole concept of being regularly fueled. So the body's like, wait, what? Okay, I guess I have to pay attention. And in paying attention, I have to break this food down. I have to digest this. Okay. That's how the body changes. That's how you lose weight. That's how you increase energy. The body changes the more we get the changes we want, the more we force change, the more we introduce new things, and the body says, what? That's adaptation. That's what we want. So, for today, start breaking your large meals into smaller meals at more frequent intervals, right? And just introduce the concept of intervals. You can start this week. What you say? What say you? And you will be amazed within 2 to 3 days at an almost immediate, 2 to 3 days is almost immediate, increase in energy. You'll also notice that you have to go to the bathroom more often. And what else? I don't know. You tell me. Leave it in the comments. Here's our card for today. Our card for today is Oneness is my true nature. Beautiful card for a Monday. Thanks so much for joining me today. I will see you tomorrow, and I love you.